Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is a Friday. It is 20th of February. It is Govinda Masa, Falguna Masa, Sukla Paksham, Tadiya Tithi. There are no Vaishnavas in the calendar. So we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya Muni speaking to Vidura, describing about the time factor. So there, yesterday he was mentioning about all the different planetary systems and the luminaries, and they're all rotating in their orbits, starting from the Paramanu and until the entire cosmic manifestation. Everything is rotating, and they do have their ears. So Graha Rukshatara Chakrastaha Paramanu Adina Jagat Samvatsara Avasanena Padyeti Animisho Vibhuhu, in the control of the Supreme Lord, in the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything is rotating in their orbits, starting from the Paramanu. Every movement is by the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then she mentioned also about the ears. Within their ears, they will be rotating by themselves and all within their orbits. And years are Samvatsara, Parivatsara, Idavatsara Evacha, Anuvatsaro Vatsarasha Viduraivam Prabhashate. Samvatsara is the year of the sun, and Parivatsara and the year of the Bruhaspati, Idavatsara, year of the stars, Anuvatsara, year of the moon, Vatsarasha Viduraivam, calendar year, and Vidura Evam Prabhashate. Likewise, 5 different kinds of the years she has described. And then further, Maitreya Muni, he is mentioning that, and all this from the Brahma Samhita in the previous shloka, Ichakchures Vita Sakala Grahadham Raja Samasta Surumurtira Shesha Tejaha Yasyadhya Brahmati Samvrita Kala Chakra Govinda Mali Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Srila Prabhupada is described in the purport that by whom the king of the planets, the sun, so he moves and then he gives all the energy to all the other planetary systems. Okay, so that was mentioned. So here today, Maitreya Muni is saying that by the potency of the sun god, by the potency of the sun god, he gives all the light and heat to the all planetary systems, all the living entities, and also he gives and also annihilates the the material bodies of the living entities. And also in such a way, he also gives reliefment to the living entities by taking their bodies. And this is all described as part of the time factor, Kalakshaya. And then he moves in the sky very fast. He moves in the sky very fast. So, because he is doing such a auspicious activity for the sake of all the living entities, one has to worship with different kinds of paraphernalia once in a 5 years to that sun god. Okay, likewise, Maitreya Muni is speaking to Vidura. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 11, verse number 15. Sometimes we also call the sun god as Surinarayana. And also Suryapatena, that is again the living entities who are moving to the supreme abode. They are also Suryapatena, Suryadvarena, through the path of the sun, through the path of the sun. Okay, likewise, our scriptures mentions it is the path to enter into the um, upper planetary systems, the spiritual planetary systems. Okay, so one has to worship that sun god once in a 5 years with all kinds of paraphernalia. Likewise, Maitreya is speaking. यसृज्यशक्तिमुरुधा बुद्वसयन् स्वशक्त्या पुंसु अभ्रमाय धिवि धावति भूतभेदहम् कालाक्तया गुणमयं कृतिभिर्वितन्वन् तस्मै बलिं हरत वत्सरपञ्चकाय यसृज्यशक्तिमुरुधा बुद्वसयन् स्वशक्त्या yasrujya and by whose yasrujya sektim are one who srujya of creation sektim the seeds and vrudha in various ways Uttvasayan invigorating swasektya by his own energy yasrujya sektim vrudha Uttvasayan swasektya Pumso Abhramaya of the Pumsaha of the living entities who are trying to experience pains and pleasures. Pumsaha Abhramaya to dissipate the darkness of this material world. Abhramaya Dividhavati Bhota Bhedaha Divi during the daytime, so in the sky, Dhavati he moves. Sun god he moves in the sky. Dividhavati Bhota Bhedaha distinct from all other material forms. And Kalakya Gunamayam, Kalakya by the name eternal time, Gunamayam, the material results, Kritabihi within one, Kritabihi by offerings, and within one enlarging. So that means various paraphernalia. Tasmai Bhalim Harata, Tasmai unto him, Balim, the ingredients of the offerings, Harata, one should offer. Tasmai Bhalim Harata, Vatsara Panchakaya, offering every 5 years. Offering every 5 years. Okay. Likewise, Maitreya Muni is speaking to Vidura once in a 5 years when he has to offer all these things to the sun god. And Abhrama Dvidhavati Bhota Bhedaha. So he moves in the sky and also he gives all uh, his energy, like heat and light, like that. Okay, we shall see that one in the translation here. यसृज्यसेक्तिमुरुधा वुच्वसयन् स्वशक्त्या पुंसो अभ्रमाय दिवि धावति भूतभेदः कालाप्यया गुणमयं पृथिभिर्वितन्वन् तस्मै बलिं हरत वत्सर पंचकाय. Okay, translation. O Vidura, the sun enlivens all living entities with his unlimited heat and light. He diminishes the duration of life of all living entities in order to release them from their illusion of material attachment. And he enlarges the path of elevation to the heavenly kingdom. He thus moves in the firmament with great velocity, and therefore everyone should offer him respects once every 5 years with all ingredients of worship. Okay, so this is with all ingredients of worship one has to offer. So I think every year we get sometimes people they offer once in 5 years, once in every year, offering the different paraphernalia to the sun god. Okay, there are many temples as well for the sun in the India. Okay, so this is and also why here one point in that he diminished the duration of life of living entities in order to release them from their illusion of material attachments. Tamasoma Jyotirghamaya. So there Mruchorma Amrutangamaya. Mruchorma. So because the living entity goes through different kinds of suffering, when he is in the material body. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam. So, but it is that is also a temporary, but he goes through so too much of pain. So here, the son, he would give the relievement from such kind of uh, pains to that living entity. Okay, so that one here, and ayur hariti vaipumsam ujjannastem jannasau tasyadhyat chunonita uttama shloka vartaya. Ayur hariti vaipumsam. So he will take the lifespan of everyone. Ayur hariti vaipumsam ujjannastem jannasau, by the sunrise and sunset. Tasyadhe, except the devotees. Except tasyadhe uttama shloka vartaya. So whoever is discussing, except those devotees who are discussing this topics of the Uttama Shloka, Vartaya messages, whatever Krishna spoke in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and all Vedic injunctions. Even sometimes, even Vedic injunctions also bewildering to the people. So they will be again coming to it is Karma Kanda. It is mainly describing about the Karma Kanda. Manye ghramte jagatam vimohinim. वरं वृणीषेति भजन्तमात्रयत् वाचानुसञ्चेदिनो जनोसितः कथं वृणीते पुनः कर्म करोति मोहितः. Prithu Maharaj describes one of the statement in his prayers. Even the Vedic injunctions, oh my dear Lord, you have spoken so many things in the Vedas, but those are also bewildering. Jagatam vimohinim, because they will katam punha karma karoti mohitaha. They will bring back again the same activities, the karmic activities. People will do pious activities, go to the heaven and enjoy, and then come back again. Again they do the similar kind of pious karma. See, this is katam punah karma karoti mohitaha. They are also bewildering. But devotees, their path is always only one name, to the lotus feet of the Lord. Even they do not worry about any of these things, very karma kanda. Okay, that's why they take to the worship of Krishna. Janma karma च मे दिव्यम एवं यो वेति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मां वेति सोऽर्जुन. So that Krishna. So devotees always discuss the topics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But here, the sun, by sunrise and sunset, he will take the lifespan of all other living entities who are not discussing the topics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And also, he is also mentioned that the eye of the Supreme Personality, Chakshuhu, the eyes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he witnesses everything, or the living entities. There are so many witnesses. The sun god is also one of the witness. Okay, but because he gives the sun the light, because of his presence, and our eyes are also working. Without the sun, our eyes does not work. There is no, because it is always interdependent. Eyes and their presiding deity. The sun god is the presiding deity for the eyes. Okay, so in such a way, in a gratitude mode, so because he gives sun heat and light, one has to worship at least once in 5 years. But every year, so devotees also worship the sun god. Okay, that Vedic injunction it says the people give so many opportunities to show their gratitude to the all the demigods, but at the same time gradually elevate themselves onto the spiritual platform. Okay, so this is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Maitreya Muni is speaking. Yasrujya Sekti Murudha Utvasayan Swasikya Pumso Abhramaya Dhividhavati Bhota Bhedaha Kalapyaya Gunamayam Kritibhirvitanvan Tasmai Bhalim Harata Vachara Panchakaya. Okay, we shall recite this shloka. And I request all dear devotees kindly follow this one. It is a little bit big, but still it is beautiful. यसृज्यशक्तिमुर्धा उद्वसयन् स्वशक्त्या
यस्य शक्तिं पुरुधोच्चवस्यं
Yes, that's right.
स्वशक्त्या
Yes, it's
I'll split the words. Yasrujya Sektim Vurudha Utvasayan Swasektya. Here, Vurudha plus Utvasayan. We can say in this Vurudha Utvasayan Swasektya. Pumsu Abhramaya Dividhavati Bhotabhedaha. Here there is apostrophe Abhramaya. We need to substitute are there. Kalakyaya Gunamayam Krutubhir Vitanvan. This is Vitanvan. Though there is MS there, Vitanvan, we can see in the synonyms there. Vitanvan. Tasmai Bhalim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya. Okay, this is very easy. Again, dative what is? Yasrujya Sekti Murudha Bhutvasayan Swasektya.
Yes,
Yes,
Sujya
Saktim Urudha
Vasayan
Vasayan
Swasakta
Swasakta
Vasakta
Pumso Abhramaya Dividhavati Bhotabhedaha.
Punsu
Pumsa
Brahmaya
Abramaya
Divithavati
Vidava
Bhuta
Bhuta Veda
Kalakyaya Gunamayam Krutubhirvitanvan.
Kalakya
Kala Gunamayam
Gunamaya
Vitan Van
Tasmai Bhalim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya.
Tasmi Balim
Tasmani
Bharata
Bim Bharata
Panchakaya
Sarakaya
Okay, again. Yasrujya Sekti Murudha Bhutvasayan Swasektya.
Yasujya
Yes,
Sakti Murta
Saktim
Utsva
Urudha
Vasya
Shivasyan Swasakta
Pumso Abhramaya Dividhavati Bhotabhedaha.
Punto
Pumsa
Abramaya
Abramaya
Divithavati Bhuta Veda
Vidaha
Kalakyaya Gunamayam Krutubhirvitanvan.
Kalakaya Gunamayam Kritabi
Van
Tasmai Bhalim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya.
Tasmi Balim
Bim
Bharata Vatsara
Panchakaya
Once more. Yasrujya Sekti Murudha Bhutvasayan Swasektya.
Yes,
Yasujya Sakti Murta Utsvasayan Swasakya
Sakya
Pumso Abhramaya Dividhavati Bhotabhedaha.
Tumsa
Abramaya
Divithavati Bhuta Veda
Vedaha
Kalakyaya Gunamayam Krutubhirvitanvan.
Alakaya Gunamayam Van
Tasmai Balim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya.
Tasmai Balim
Balim Bharata
Vatsara
Prapanchakaya
Very beautiful. You can request devotees take a turns to recite. Meena Mataji, would you like to go first?
Hare Krishna. Yesunja Sakti Murta Uchvaya Sayana Swasakya Punso Abhayam Divi Bhavati Bhutaveda Kala Kaya Gunamayam Krutabi Vitanvam Tasmi Bali Harata Vassala Panchakaya.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Rasalila Mataji, would you like to go next?
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisance along with Srila Prabhupada. Yasujya Shaktim Urudho Uchvasyan Swashaktya Punso Abhamaya Divi Dhavati Bhutabheda Kalakhya Gunmayam Katubhir Vitanvam Tasme Balim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Swarup Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna Guru. Yasurcha Saktim Urudha Uchavasayan Swasakta Pumsu Abramaya Dividavati Bhuta Bedha Kata Kaya Gunamayam Kratubhir Vitanvan Tasmai Barim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhavati Sachimataji, would you like to go?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yaha Shrajya Shakti Murudojvasan Swashaktya Pumso Abramaya Dividhavati Bhutavedaha Kalakyaya Gunamayam Kritubir Vitanvams Tasmai Balim Harata Vassara Panchakaya. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. I'll try Prabhuji, I'm not too sure. Yasrajya Shaktim Urudha Uchavasayan Swashaktya Pumso Abramaya Dividhavati Bhuta Bhedaha Kalakhyaya Gunamayam Kratubhir Vitanvam Tasmai Balim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Mataji. Asha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Yak Surujaya Saktim Uruda Vasayan Swasakya Pumso Abramaya Tividavadi Buddha Pedaha Kalakyaya Gunamayam Kratubir Vidanvams Tashmai Balim Harada Vatsara Panjakaya.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yahasrujya sakti muruto swasayan swasaktya Pumso Brahmaya Dividhavati Bhuta Vedaha Kalakshaya Gunamayam Kuratupir Vitinvan Tasmai Balim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya. Hare
Very
Krishna.
nice.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Would you also like to please translation, Mataji, please?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you. O Vidura, the sun O Vidura, the sun enlivens all living entities with his unlimited heat and light. He diminishes the duration of life of all living entities in order to release them from their illusion of material attachment, and he enlarges the path of elevation to the heavenly kingdom. He thus moves in the firmament with great velocity, and therefore everyone should offer him respects once every 5 years with all ingredients of worship. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes, Riddhisektim Gurudha Vutvasayan Swasitya Pumsu Abhramaya Dvividhavati Bhota Bhedaha Kalakyaya Gunamayam Pratibhirvitanvan Tasmai Balim Harata Vatsara Panchakaya. Okay, again, there is a very beautiful Aditya Stotra in glorifying the sun god. Okay, and this was also described by Agastya Muni to Lord Ramachandra. So again, if anyone wanted to do that one, and any particular day, at least on once in a year, they can recite this Aditya Stotra. So it will be, one can gain so much of energy. All the health, it comes from the sun god. And people who worship the sun, they will get good health, no more diseases like that. And previously, there were many people by worshipping worshipping the sun god. Even Yudhishthira got his Akshaya Patra, and Satrajit, he has got Samantaka jewel from the sun god. And there are many other instances as well with regards to the sun god. Okay, this is about worshipping of the sun. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Can I request Raslila Mataji to read this letter to Advaita, March 18th, 1971 in Bombay?
Prabhu, may I ask you a quick question on the verse?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, so how do we know which 5 years the we are supposed to pray to the sun god?
It is our human years.
Okay.
So we have got in our calendars. If whoever is following the Vedic calendars, there is a one specific day. I think there is a Konark temple in India.
Yes, correct. Near Bhubaneswar. That's right, Prabhu.
Yes. So
Okay.
there they worship.
Okay, Prabhu. Yes, that's right. They pray to the sun god there. That's true. Okay, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Is this the verse for the sun god we just we recite?
Yes, this one is about the sun god here.
Okay. Okay.
So here the sun elements all the living entities. So therefore, everyone should offer him respects once every 5 years with all ingredients.
Mhm. So, Prabhu, that is all ingredients means that how did they pray this way?
So ingredients
sun.
also there is also mentioned like the one has to prepare sweet rice and offer it to the sun. And sometimes we see in our tradition, as soon as early in the morning, our elders they wash their mouth and everything and come. As soon as sun is rising in the sky, they come and then immediately they offer their first obeisances to the sun god. Some people still follow that one in the
Yeah, they offer that do the water also in front of the sun god, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
it is morning sandhya, afternoon sandhya, evening sandhya. 3 times some people they enter into the river and then afterwards the sun god.
Mm. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
And also we like when we go like Prayagraj, like when we got so at the time also we do this abhishek to the sun god, isn't it?
In the Prayagraj as well.
Like in a water, like in the Ganga or any.
Yes.
So at the time. And also like, there's a beautiful temple near Odisha, like near Jagannath Puri, Kornak temple, sun
Yes,
god temple.
yes, Mataji.
Yeah, it's built up 13th century. So yeah, it's very beautiful temple.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, we shall move to this letter. Leela Mataji, would you like to read this letter, please, Mataji?
Sorry, I was on mute. My dear Advaita, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letters dated 12th and 25th February, as well as enclosed ISKCON Press newsletter dated 22nd January 1971. Also have received all our new publications, and I am very much pleased with them. I can see from Purusha Shukta confirmed that our printing has very much improved, especially the color cover. And if it continues to improve in this way, it will be a great credit for our press. The membership receipt book is also quite satisfactory. So far as reprinting of NOD for the time being, this printing may not be taken up if it hasn't already begun, because until now we have had nobody fixed up for the responsibility of binding. Until now, we could not fix up our own place, neither there is any responsible man who can be entrusted with this work. But very recently, we have sent some men to Delhi, and as soon as the Delhi branch is fixed up, I shall write to you in this connection. So far as TLC in India, we have got sufficient stock of this book. But if there is a demand in USA, or if the stock of TLC is already finished, then you can print one book, not 5 small books. Another suggestion is if this can be reduced to small pages like penguin books and printed at very cheap price. What will be the cost of such a book? If you reduce the size of the page, then it has to be photographed. So there would be no need of recomposing. The new BTG logo is very nice. It is accepted. The original idea is improved in this logo. I'm very glad so far as the new BTGs sent to you. All of them are very nice. Regarding Bhagavad Gita as it is, this book is very urgently required. You have previously quoted a price of $17,000. So why print in Thai Nippon for $20,000 and lose 3,000? If it is possible to print on our press, that is better. But if not, then Dai Nippon may do the printing. It is understood that BTG department has become debtor to Dai Nippon by $52,000 and they want to stop printing on BTG. Now, I have therefore immediately paid them $20,000 out of my book fund so that BTG may not be stopped. I think that there is a lack of management in realizing the return of BTG. The idea is like this: if you print 200,000 BTG and collect at least 25 cents per copy, the collection is $50,000. Out of that, $14,000 is paid to Thai Nippon. So why there should be scarcity of money? It is simply mismanagement. Hoping this will meet you in good health, yours sincerely, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Chila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thanks to
Thank you,
Srila
Mataji.
Prabhupada.
Any comments, Mataji? And take your points, Mataji.
Probably it is mainly, Prabhupada is giving instructions about the books to be printed, and and then that he says that that the printing has been improved, and then there is about the nectar of devotion that they were not able to print it for before, but now his Prabhupada has arranged that the Delhi branch will fix it up and they will start printing. And TLC, I didn't understand probably what it was.
Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Mataji.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, and that there is enough stock of that book, and if it is, it can then they can print one book instead of five small books, and as it is mainly about the printing of the books, and then about the cost of the book. And Prabhupada is, and he says that the Bhagavad Gita book is very, is required urgently, and but there is some issue with the money, and but then it's main, it is about the admin about the money, how it is going to be. Mm, that the management is, there's some issue with the management, and that it could about the Back to Godhead magazine as well, that Prabhupada is explaining that it should be they collected 25%, 25 cents, and then it will be work okay. Sorry, probably I'm a little bit in a hurry. I have to go.
Yes,
Thank you so much,
Mataji.
Probably.
Yes,
Sorry.
but we have summarized, Mataji. Thank you so much. Very beautiful.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add?
So,
So that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, so Prabhupada is mentioning here one of the statement. I can see from Purusha Sukta confirmed that our printing has very much impressed, especially the color cover. It continues. Okay, so again, Prabhupada is appreciating here. And then Nectar of Devotion. Here, the reprinting of Nectar of Devotion. And then binding. When we are printing these books, we need to be hard. If it is hard binding, it will come for longer period. Okay, that is one thing. And another thing is here teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So how to print this book? See, everything is printing and distribution. If you have got money, just print the books and distribute it as much as possible in your own. If you think the existing books are not sufficient, as the time and place and circumstances, you may print at least a few pages, maybe 3 or 4 pages, or kind of a pamphlet. You can distribute it to many people. Okay, that is required. So print and distribute. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami mentioned how important is distribution of these books. But here, when we distribute small things like one paper or 2 papers like that, then people may not give value. They will put it aside or throw it away. But if it is kind of a book, they may keep it, the understanding and in terms of the book. Okay, so that is the main motto. That is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, okay, today evening, Friday evening, we don't have anything from our Sangha, but Japa is there at evening at 6:30 p.m. Okay, that is our upcoming event. And with regards to the fundraisers, I have shared all those details. And then we are standing at 560 bonds. Let me share that one again. Okay, this is our projects. So now 4 projects are concluded. And we are at 565 pounds now. And our next projects are Bhaktivedanta Narsimharati. At the moment, we are at 337 pounds. And Veda base is 95 pounds. And also it would be nice to conclude both of these projects at the same day. So I'm just contemplating on that one. So for everything, date is needed. But if you think something else, kindly share your thoughts about it. And then rest of those things, they will go fly throughout the year. But they do not have any urgency. But Narsimharati is coming nearby. Okay. I request dear devotees, kindly share your thoughts if you have got anything on it. Hare Krishna.
So nursing, there is any fix we have to collect?
Sorry, Mataji?
For the nursing, there is any fixed amount we have to?
Yes, it is 500 pounds. It needs 500 pounds.
Oh, it's fine. Thank you.
At the moment, it is 337. So there is again general for some devotees they have offered as part of the Sangha. They did not mention any reference. So in case if it is a lack of 500, if something is missing, less, then we can use this one emergency or general fund there. Okay, but for Veda base, we got 95 pounds. And some of the amount which is billed from here Zoom account, it will also go into general pot or Bhaktivedanta Mana projects.
Jagannath.
Yes, this is Jagannath, Soweto Jagannath Radha Yatra. It is South Africa. and this is Jagannath, West Bengal.
Yeah.
So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Is it possible to then just give a deadline for these two projects then?
For the Veda-based Bhaktivedanta Manar,
So we are what in
31st of March. For the B Narasimharthi, 31st.
okay.
Okay, let me just mention here as well. Okay, that one, and also we shall also put for the Veda base also. We can conclude that one as well by in the similar time period. But there is no urgency for the Veda base.
Prabhu, for Vedabase, normally how much we give to Vedabase? Do we put something like last year how much we gave so that we know roughly what we are targeting?
We don't have any specific target, Prabhuji. Generally, if it is anything 108 pounds or something like that, I think name may be appearing in here. That is what I see. That means I am seeing Indrajumna Maharaj every time here, all the time throughout the year. That means every month he is paying at least more than 100 pounds. Of course, it is. He might be paying more, maybe so much of, but I see these devotees are paying every month.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay. And also, like, if we get a reference like last year how much we paid, so at least we know that, what I'm trying to say is that if we have some kind of this thing, may not be a fixed target, but some kind of a reference, then will that help?
Yeah, last year 108 pounds. Prabhuji.
Last year 108 months. Okay, Prabhu. Okay. Okay, Prabhu, understood. And also, Prabhu, because now I don't think all the too many devotees are there. I know you are already putting it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, I think maybe to put that we have a date. We have the date of 31st of March for these two. Then maybe all the devotees can think about what they want to contribute, and we can analyze these two efforts. Okay, Prabhu, understood. Thank you.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Are we doing anything for Gaur Purnima?
Gaur Purnima also, yes, Mataji. So here the projects in priority. Let me just come here. And that's the center here.
Yeah, I seen that, Prabhuji. Yeah, I think is here. Yeah.
Yes, so we have got the priority. Narasimha first priority, Gaur Purnima second, Vyas Puja,
Yeah.
altar service. This is the fourth project. First project needs 500 pounds, and next is the Gaur Purnima also 500 pounds. But would not want to put more burden on the devotees. But whatever they can do, and then if excess of Narasimha, it will go to Gaur Purnima. Excess of it will go to Vyas Puja, like that.
Yeah, okay. Because Gaur Purnima is they're celebrating on 1st of March in the temple.
Yes, 1st of March.
Yeah, and the
Well,
name.
actually, 3rd of March, isn't it?
But the celebration is 1st of March,
Celebration
yes,
is
yeah,
1st
and
of
3rd
March.
of March, both. Yeah.
Should we do something on the Gaur Purnima Mataji?
I think is it I don't know, Saurabh Prabhuji, you need to speak to him or
So he gave his thoughts, but at the end, it is all devotees. All devotees' thoughts are also important.
yeah, because from what I gather, there are quite a few projects this year compared to last year. So within Manor, there are three in total or 4 total projects, aren't there? Which it feels hidden here, if you see what I mean.
Yes,
maybe it should be split. So then,
okay. Okay. And I'll do that to Mataji later on.
yeah. There's no rush. It's just that then, I don't know how, but it looks like this year there are more projects. Was that decided by Saurabh Prabhuji?
It is not exactly decided. Prabhuji has mentioned these are different projects, and also we did last year Savita Jagannath Yatra, some contribution, and buried place, the Soho temple there. And then he gave a high overview, and also we got fabric house project, historical project, like we can have Prabhuji brought, and then buried place. So these are, and Zoom, it is the regular one. So these projects have come, and then devotees take decisions. Okay, let us do a little bit, whatever all we can.
And is Soho one different to the Bari place?
Both go generally both into the same. Here, Soho Jagannath temple. Maybe we haven't done anything to Jagannath in the Soho, but it will go there itself, Bari place itself. But in case if devotees feel to have anything, then we can do little bit. But that is also considered under Bari place.
But Prabhu, for the body place, didn't we say that because some of the devotees have made individual contributions already to body place?
Yes, Prabhuji, individually, yes, so many devotees, they have contributed to individual as well.
Yeah. So okay. I think for the manner, as you said, Nasinga Arati is that's 500 pounds. You said, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we are still short of that first manner event. So we'll have to see by 31st whether we get there, and then if we exceed that, maybe the next project which is there in your list for the manner or the we'll get finance and stuff like that. Okay, understood, Prabhu. Okay.
Prabhuji, are all the pujas 500 pounds?
Sorry, Mataji.
Are all the pujas within the manor 500 pounds?
Narsimha 500 pounds, but I think for Gauri Purnima also 500 pounds. That is what Saurabh Prabhuji mentioned. I do not know Mataji exactly.
I think Mataji, if we look at there is a board outside the temple room, Mataji, and there are some different kind of Lakshmi you can put for different kind of services. So I think there is a varied rate, but for maybe for Nashingarati and Gaur Purnima, that's this thing. I don't remember. I didn't take a good note of that. So today when I go, I'll try to take a photo of that, or if you are there, maybe Mataji, you can have a look.
Yes, okay. You mean it will state how much it would be? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, so for some of the things, but I'm not sure whether it covers all the things. But for example, for some special days, it says that okay, if you want to do the Bhogarati, if you want to do this, if you want to put for the race of the deities, etc., you can pay 100, 200, 300, or whatever, 550 pounds. So there is something like that, if I remember correctly, was there outside the temple room. But I don't remember whether it covers all the events like the Nashingarati, etc. So I'll have to take a closer look to see what is covered in that board.
I think we need to balance in a way that, the Jagannath, the Soweto and Jagannath, the West Bengal, not many people might be contributing, but they are in the ones who need most as well. So we might have to think about that as well.
Yeah, that's what I was supposed to say.
They have got lots of time in a year, Mataji. So later on,
But it's in June, like Jagannath Yatra, maybe in June.
June, July, August, September, I think it will go. We will come to know those details later on.
No, but that Prabhuji is organizing in West Bengal. He's always doing the when Jagannath actual Rath Yatra, isn't it? At that time,
Yes, that's
Vrindavan,
Vrindavan.
Vrindavan,
Yeah.
and he is doing on his own, so it's good to support him because he's
Okay, so we'll come to that one later, Mataji. So first of all, here we go. Okay, so for the time being, 31st of March, as keeping these dates up front. And Gauri Purnima is coming, but we are doing for the nursing Mahasi 3 years. Saurabh Prabhuji mentioned 3 years if we do it as one service. And later on, we can take in the following years, Gauri Purnima is the primary. Like that.
Okay, bro. Also, is it worth because in the morning the number of devotees are not that many. Um, some of the evenings the number of devotees are slightly more. So, is it worth talking about this at the end of one of the sessions in the evening also?
Yes, Prabhuji, that is a good idea. Yeah, we shall do that one, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. But as we share in the group, so everyone are aware of what we are doing.
Absolutely, Prabhu. You are very this thing prompt in terms of sharing all this information. But I just think that some of the times maybe it will be good to talk about this when the larger group is present because there are so many things coming that this thing we have a quick look and move on. But now we are discussing, so things are more of sipping into our head. You know what I mean?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes. Yes, Prabhuji. So we shall discuss on Saturday, the
Okay,
time
Prabhu.
when many devotees are there.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, so that is from the best point of view, few thoughts. Okay, shall move on further. We shall conclude and continue with further Japan. Any other comments in case devotees still wanted to update?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, just a quick question on that, the press. So were there two press, one Dai Nippon and one, there was also an ISKCON press. Is that correct?
Yes, Mataji, before ISKCON established this ISKCON press, so we needed to print the books at that time. Dai Nippon from the Japan, it was doing all good quality printing.
Okay.
So that's why we were using that press. And later when ISKCON got ISKCON one press, then still we looked at it, what is the cost in the ISKCON press. So if it is 20,000 pounds and Dai Nippon is only 17,000 pounds for the same quality, same printing, then utilize that one. And then in due course of time, we are using now all everything in ISKCON press.
Okay. Okay. So we are no longer using Dai Nippon. It's mostly ISKCON. Okay.
We are using now ISKCON press, but where the book trust is there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. We shall conclude and continue further. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन। जय श्री कृष्ण
Krishna
चैतन्य
Chaitanya
प्रभु
Prabhu
नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
Nityananda Shiva